up in Bashan, and behind me you can see the bulls and cows of Bashan, which are mentioned in the book of Amos and Psalms. Amos denounces that the women of Samaria are like the cows, self-satisfying and not caring for the poor and just being selfish, whereas the Psalms talk about the bulls as people who oppose the Messiah, the Anointed One.
Shalom! We're in the Golan Heights, looking into Syria. Not far from here, the Lord appeared to Saul on the road to Damascus.
Here we are, standing on the slopes of Mount Hermon in the region of Caesarea Philippi. This is where Jesus came and asked the disciples, "Who do people say that I am?" They said, "John the Baptist resurrected, the prophet Jeremiah." And that's when Jesus asked, "Who do you say that I am?" And that's Peter pipes up and says, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." It is in the region of Caesarea Philippi that Jesus, for the first time ever, begins to teach his apostles clearly that he will go to Jerusalem, he will suffer, he will die, and rise again from the dead.
All right, we're exploring a Crusader built fortress here called Nimrod's Fortress.
Say something. Say something in Crusader, Latin. You know what Latin. John knows Latin. Yeah, fortress.
We're in Caesarea Philippi, where we're looking at some temples of Pan, Jupiter or Zeus, and to Caesar. And this is where Peter confessed Christ, and then he took them up on the mountain near here. We're at the base of Mount Hermon as well, and Jesus was transfigured before them, and Moses and Elijah showed up to testify to Christ as well.
We're here at the foothills of Mount Hermon, and this is a river that is one of the three main sources for the Jordan River. It's now called today the Banias River. Psalms 42 mentions the Mount Hermon region and the waterfalls of the Lord.
Just protecting my food from flies. We are eating McDonald's near the one of the sources of the Jordan River. What's it called?
The Hezbani.
Hot Spawny.
Hot Spawny.
Hot Bunny. Yes.
Oh, that's bunny.
How is it?
Healthy.
Maybe you can even see the river beyond you.
Bathing to our left. Of course there is.
Oh my God.
You knew exactly what was going to be behind
ridiculous.
you. Really?
We're here at Dan on the steps leading up to the high place where Jeroboam I had built an altar, a golden calf, after the split of the northern and southern kingdom after the death of Solomon. There was a golden calf here, and there was also one in Bethel.
It was also here, it's recorded in the scriptures that he set up his own religious system with a separate priesthood. It was a perverted form of Yahweh worship.
Behind me is another view of the high place that was just described, where Jeroboam placed a golden calf at Dan.
We're here at an Israelite gate in Dan. Now here an inscription was found mentioning the kingdom of Israel and also the house of David. This inscription is an important reference to David, a little over 100 years after he reigned.
Hi, we're standing in the ruins of Canaanite palace at Hazor. Hazor was the head city of the northern kingdoms that fought against Joshua. After Joshua's victories, he came back and burned Hazor to the ground. Later in history, the scriptures record that Solomon fortified Hazor because Hazor is the northern gateway into the land of Israel.
We're standing in the ruins of the city of Chorazim. You can see here that I'm standing on an ancient olive press, and Chorazim was one of the three cities that Jesus ministered to most, but they were condemned for their unbelief. In the scriptures, it says in Matthew 11:20, "Then he began to denounce the cities where most of his mighty works have been done, because they did not repent."
Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida! For if the mighty works done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes.
It's built of rocks.
It's really cool.
We got a view out here of. Luckily, I blanked out on wherever we are right now, Mount Hermon. Thank you.
We're here at the foothills of Mount Hermon, and this is one of the three main sources of the Jordan River, today called the Bashan River.
We need to play some limbo music right about now.